Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Let's go, start now. LeBron James issues two-word response to NBA chants Bryce James claim as family face big change. The lights are starting to shift in the James household. Not the arena lights LeBron's used to playing under, but the softer, subtler kind. The ones that flicker in an empty bedroom, or the glow of a phone screen lighting up with a college schedule. For LeBron James, the spotlight has never felt distant. But this offseason, it's not his shot that's changing, it's his son's. And with it, a new kind of ache sets in. The NBA legend recently took to social media with just two words, "Yes, sir," in response to a photo of his youngest son, Bryce James, working out with former Lakers development coach Phil Handy. It wasn't just a proud dad moment. It was a quiet approval stamped with everything unsaid, that he sees the shift, feels the weight of the moment, and endorses the journey ahead. This wasn't just any summer workout either. Bryce, just 17, was spotted in a gym session with Handy, Taif Ariza, son of Trevor Ariza, and Jackson Handy. The clip, shared on Instagram, triggered a wave of fan reactions, including bold proclamations like, "Bryce is the next LBJ. Mark my word." And that's when the conversation began to change. Not just about potential, but about legacy. And not just LeBron's, but Bryce's. Handy captioned the picture, "Whole lot of next-generation talent and an old head in this pic. Hashtag the work is real." The comment section exploded. Fans zeroed in on Bryce's frame, footwork, and jump shot. "Bryce James, hell of a talent," one wrote. Another simply said, "He's different." But for LeBron, this wasn't about Instagram clout. It was about a moment that's crept up on him, just like it did with Bronny. A moment he later opened up about with striking vulnerability on the Mind the Game podcast alongside Steve Nash. "My youngest son is headed off to college soon, so that's another bird out the nest," LeBron said. Another emotional moment coming up with Bryce going off to Tucson to be an Arizona Wildcat. That single sentence held more weight than a championship ring, because unlike every final series LeBron has prepped for, this one, letting go, isn't something you train for. It's the kind of off-court transition that no scouting report or film session prepares a father for. Bryce, who recently committed to the University of Arizona, isn't entering college as a four-star prospect like his older brother Bronny. In fact, he's currently a three-star recruit ranked No. 257 in his class by 247 sports. But that hasn't tempered expectations. It's reshaped them, because this journey isn't just about stardom. It's about steady growth, self-definition, and surviving the shadow of a global icon. And it starts now. Not on draft night, not at Summer League. But here, in the gym, in the goodbye hugs, and in the silent pauses between LeBron's podcast reflections. This is the next chapter in the James family dynasty. And it's not starting with a roar, but with a father's tearful pride and a son's quiet grind. The blueprint LeBron is rewriting. How Bryce's path is already different. It's impossible to separate Bryce James from the mythos he was born into. But if the public thinks this is Bronny 2.0, LeBron James is already proving otherwise. From choice of college to timing, tone, and training, Bryce's blueprint is different, and it's intentional. The University of Arizona isn't just a basketball decision, it's a message. Unlike USC, where Bronny was a half hour from his father's locker room and surrounded by media flashbulbs, Tucson offers distance, both physical and emotional. It's the first real sign that LeBron is loosening the reins. Bryce will be away from the LA bubble. No red carpets, no Lakers practice visits, no overlapping schedules. Just a 17-year-old in a gym trying to prove he belongs. And that's what makes this moment bigger than basketball. LeBron isn't just sending a son to college. He's releasing a second chapter, one written with more trust, more perspective, and perhaps a bit more vulnerability than before. We've seen what hypervisibility did to Bronny. Every dunk dissected. Every game analyzed in the context of a 20-year legacy. Bryce enters with less media noise, but no less expectation, which is why training with Phil Handy matters. Handy's not just a coach with rings. He's someone LeBron trusted during title runs. That he's now pouring that same mentorship into Bryce is a symbol. LeBron is still steering the ship, but he's letting someone else take the wheel for a while. In this transition, fans are also witnessing something rare, a legend preparing to step away, not from the game, but from the center of the family spotlight. Will LeBron still try to play one game with Bryce, as he did with Bronny? Possibly, but that's not the point right now. For perhaps the first time in 2 decades, it's not about what LeBron wants. It's about what Bryce needs. This is about pace over pressure. It's about a 3-star who's building brick by brick, not being handed a throne. It's about a family redefining legacy, not just through banners, but through boundaries. Bryce isn't the next LeBron. He's the first Bryce. And the king is learning that sometimes the greatest act of love is stepping aside, not leaning in. That's the chapter LeBron is writing now, not just as a father, but as a man who's learned the game isn't only played on hardwood. It's played in homes, in hugs, and in the quiet understanding that letting go is its own kind of greatness.